Hi, this is Dave Mast for HolmesCountyTicket.com. Welcome to Ticket TV, driven by Village Motors. We are joined today by Hiland Tennis coach Tony Mullet. Tony, welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Tony, you guys last year had a pretty sensational season. I think you, as a first-year coach, weren't quite sure what you had coming into it.
No, I was surprised. I think I was hoping to be 500, and I think we only ended up with a couple losses last year.
And I think even a couple of those were even due to a lot of kids on vacation over spring break or something like that.
Yeah, one especially that we won't talk about. Yeah.
Well, you've got a ton coming back this year again. Talk a little bit about, top to bottom, you only lost one kid. So coming off of a great year, you've got a lot back.
Well, yeah, we really do. We lost a doubles player at number 2 doubles. And other than that, we've got everybody back in their own positions. And that doubles team basically went undefeated. So that's a pretty important position that we're still trying to figure out who's going to fill that doubles position. But my 1, 2, and 3 singles are going to be the same. And my first doubles team, had a really good year last year. Went to districts. They're going to be back, and we've been working through the winter and played more this winter than we played last winter. The guys got in some leagues, and we did some drill sessions, and everybody's really looking better now at this point in the year than they did last year at this time.
So obviously, expectations for you guys are really big this year.
They are, and they know that, and it's kind of neat watching the guys. It's more than just going out and having fun. And they want to be successful this year, and they have some goals. Braxton definitely wants to get back to districts again at the number 1 spot, and Cameron and Cole want to get back to districts as well. And there's more than one position. We could have some surprises like we did a couple years ago with Braxton at the number 2 spot going to districts. So you never know what could happen. We think we've got a pretty good chance of winning the league this year and possibly the tournament as well. So my predictions are a little loftier than they were last year.
And they should be. With a team coming back like that, with that much talent, it's not surprising that they would be lofty.
Right.
Let's talk a little bit about Braxton at the number 1 singles. As a sophomore last year, I thought he made great strides from the beginning of the season to the ends, just in terms of confidence in his game.
Yeah, he really that's it. He's got a lot of the shots down. He's got a good serve. He's got good ground strokes, backhand. He's good at the net. Where if his confidence, if he can believe in his game and go out there and play hard, and you still got your head in tennis, kind of like golf. A lot of it is mental. And if he can conquer that and play as well as he's able to, he should have a very good year.
And then that first singles team, the doubles team, also went to district. That'd be Cameron Yoder and Cole Reynolds. Those guys have been playing together for a long, long time now at the doubles.
Since they're freshmen.
Yeah. How big of an advantage for them is that?
Oh, it's great. And the way it's set up, you've got Cole, on the forehand side and Cameron on the backhand side. If you've ever seen him play, Cameron will actually run around his forehand and hit his backhand. His backhand is that good. Yeah. I've never seen anybody with that kind of a backhand at doubles. And a little thing that's different this year is, we've been working real hard at the net. And those two this year at the net are again, they're better than they were last year. And one of the things we're going to work on with them is getting to the net more often and taking control of the net, because when they're there, they have the ability to put the point away in a hurry.
And then your 2 and 3 singles guys last year, both seniors this year, Spencer Yoder, Alec Mast. Both of those guys, I think, grew a lot last year. Alec was a first-year player for you.
Yeah.
First year he'd ever played tennis. Both of those guys, I thought, also came a long way in terms of their games, and both of them had really successful seasons.
They really did. They have a little different style than Braxton. Both of those guys, they come out and they make somebody else beat them. They will not beat themselves very often. and frustrate. We call them walls. They come out there and they will keep the ball in play. Now, both of them, again, offensively have I've seen over the winter and this spring glimpses of offense where they have the ability to be able to put balls away. I think this year that they didn't last year. Alex overhead is really coming around, and he can hit that. He can put a ball away and maybe end a point that instead of going 15, 16 times back and forth.
Those 2.5-hour matches not real conducive to getting home for homework.
Which are hard on the coach and mom and dad.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
But, speaking of offense, you talked about those guys putting the ball in play and keeping the ball in play. Your second doubles team, the returner there is Grant Stutzman. No problem there with offense. He is all about the offense.
He's Mr. Offense. I mean, Grant is very aggressive, and had some success because a lot of times you don't see that kind of a player at second doubles.
Right.
And they just go out. They went out and beat people last year. So I need to put that. Need to find the partner that works with Grant. And I've got challenge matches going on. What I need to make sure though is I put somebody in there that is a better doubles player maybe than they are a singles player. So that's kind of my challenge as a coach, to figure it out, not only with the challenge matches but also to make sure I've got the right person in there for that doubles team. And we might go into the first match still kind of experimenting a little bit and have to figure it out through the season.
And who are the kids that will be competing for that final spot, that doubles team?
Well, Caleb Halfill, I think Trey, obviously Hawkins is a contender for that spot, and Cameron Stutzman would also, I think, fit in that spot very well. And then I've got Pat, who is also, Patrick Straits is also. There's probably 4 that are left in my challenge matches that are still contending for that spot.
Okay, well, there you have it. Huge expectations this year for the Hawks on the tennis court. Should be exciting to watch them play this year. A lot of talent back, a lot of experience back. Should lead to some great things on the clay for those guys. We call it clay, I guess, but it's not really clay out there.
That's fine. we just want it to warm up.
Yeah, really. All right. Well, there you have it from Coach Tony Mullet, the Hiland Hawks tennis team. Come out, check them out, watch them play. Until next time, I'm Dave Mast for HolmesCountyTicket.com.